Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Enur Robins here. My last student number is 88. Today I want to do my midterm, and the topic of the mind map today, my mind map, is what if you clone your body? With all the work to do, people to see, traffic jams to get stuck in, we all sometimes wish we could be in two places at once. We've already cloned sheep, cows, even monkeys. What if we clone ourselves? Would a clone have feelings? Could you build a better version of yourself? This is what if, and here's what would happen if we clone our body. The definitions: cloning is reproducing a genetically identical copy of an organism. Cloning is reproducing a genetically identical copy of an organism. Scientists are doing that all the time, but they aren't cloning humans. They are mostly making a copies of cells or DNA fragments for research purpose. Occasionally, in the history of cloning is the result of advance in biotechnology, namely technology involving living bodies. Human cloning is done by taking a person's body cell nucleus, or namely nucleus, then inserting into a woman's egg, and after nucleus is removed or sterilized, then with the help of special chemical liquid and the simulation of an electric current, the nucleus of the cell is combined with the egg cells. After the after the fusion process occurs, the egg, the egg that has been mixed with the cell nucleus is transferred into woman's uterus. In order to reproduce, develop, differentiate, and grow into perfect fetus. Furthermore, it was born naturally. Children born children born through the cloning reproductive process have the same genetic code as the person's genetic code, or the owner of the body's cell's nucleus that is implanted into woman's egg. In this regard, the cloned child will not inherit the gene in order hereditary trait from the woman who contains it if the cell nucleus comes from outside in donor, both male and female donors. Occasionally, they will clone scientists. They will clone an animal too. In the case of sheep, scientists took a somatic cell from an adult sheep and insert into an egg cell that had all of its DNA information removed. Since then, we have done we have cloned scientists have done cloned dogs, cats, horses, and just recently primates. It looks it looks like researchers have figured this cloning thing out. And the next, what if one day they decided to start cloning humans? And turns out some organisms are harder to genetically duplicate than others. Dogs are harder to clone than cats, and rats are even harder to clone than dogs. Humans are also among the tallest, though but possible. What if you were the first one ever to make a clone of yourself? And would it be an exact copy of you? And clone have a different personality, but they did also look different about this way, just how identical are identical twins. You may not notice at first glance, but when you look closer, one of them has a birthmark on their cheeks. It is according this statement it's according in from the YouTube, and the other one is a little taller. While you won't notice much difference in a sheep clone once you look at your fresh from the lab, it means you'd see that is, well, not you. You more than just a product of your genetic code. Your character, behavior, even your appearance depend on environment in which you were raised. You can copy your genes, but copying your memories and experience is impossible. And you realize that your clone wouldn't be your grown up self, right? And cloning have an impact. Cloning of plants and animals has benefits both for development of and science and human welfare with the discovery of superior DNA and defective DNA. DNA from superior tech trees can be developed to expand, accelerate, and improve the quality of reforestation. Also, the success of sheep cloning, it can be developed sheep or animal products in the future to meet the needs of human animal protein. Cloning can also be used for research in the medical fields for treatment needs. The existence of humans cloning is at least a new discovery as well as rational, although uncertain, evidence for the fatherless birth of Prophet Isa alayhi salam, because through the cloning process it is possible to form an embryo only in the presence of a woman without a male role. In this case, in this case, the body's cell nucleus that has been removed from the nucleus is able to fertilize an egg which has been sterilized. The incidence of the birth of Jesus or the cloning of Jesus is, I mean, Isa alayhi salam, a divine fabrication. Even though Prophet Isa alayhi salam is not a clone and does not necessarily justify the permissibility of human cloning in Islamic law, is not a So, on the one hand, human cloning benefits the development science, but on the other hand, it creates problem for humanity. The intended benefit is the possibility of cloning technology of multiply of embryo in a million times. This can be a solution to overcome the shortage of population due to war or natural disaster, or fulfill the desire to get offspring who are superior in terms physical, intellectual strength, and health. Cloning of plants and animals has both benefited the development of science and the human welfare. Okay, the next map is perspective. Humans cloning is illegal almost everywhere on earth. According to Quran Surat Al-Fat said, sebagaimana suatu sunatullah yang telah berlaku sejak dahulu, kamu sekali-kali tiada akan menemukan perubahan bagi sunatullah itu. So based on the description above, it can be argued that cloning is not solely based on the dissimilarity of natural process of human reproduction with the process of human cloning. However, it is more focused on phenomena inherent in cloned humans. The success of human cloning technology is not identical with the legitimacy of Islamic law against human cloning. The harmony of human life can be realized if the intellectual abilities of science are in line with spiritual science. There is no limit to the height and depth of human scientific discoveries, but humans are limited by the morals of the Sharia. No matter how high a person's ability, he will not find harmony in life if he is not in line with the traffic lights of Allah's Sharia, which originates from monotheism and leads to the pleasure of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Then, according to Pasal 42 Undang-Undang Law number 1 of 1974 concerning marriage, that legal children are children born in or as a result of legal marriage. Page 31, paragraph 42 of this marriage law shows that children born in legal marriage are classified as legal children. So this is law in Indonesia. And then the organization Islam in Indonesia, discovering the sixth national deliberation of the Indonesian Ulema Council, as well as MUI, issued a fatwa number 3 Munas 6 MUI year 2000 concerning cloning, issued a fatwa that 1. Cloning of humans in any way that results in human multiplication is unlawful. Number 2, cloning of plants and animals is legal in order permissible as long as it is done for the benefit and or to avoid harm in order negative things. And the third, number 3, require all related parties not to conduct or allow experiments or practices of cloning on humans. In the Islam perspective, according to from the Discovery Majelis Ulama Indonesia, or as known as MUI, it is discovery from Quran Surat Al-Isra ayat 70. Dan sesungguhnya telah kami muliakan anak-anak Adam. Kami angkut mereka di daratan dan di lautan. Kami beri mereka rezeki dari yang baik-baik dan kami lebihkan mereka dengan kelebihan yang sempurna atas kebanyakan makhluk yang telah kami ciptakan. And then the MUI, according to Quran Surat Al-Mu'minun ayat 23 12-14 said, dan sesungguhnya kami telah menciptakan manusia dari suatu saripati yang berasal dari tanah, dan kemudian kami jadikan saripati itu air mani yang disimpan dalam tempat yang kokoh rahim. Kemudian air mani itu kami jadikan segumpal darah, lalu kemudian darah itu kami jadikan segumpal daging, dan segumpal daging itu kami jadikan tulang belulang, lalu tulang belulang itu kami bungkus dengan daging, kemudian jadikan dia makhluk yang berbentuk lain. Maka Maha Suci Allah, pencipta yang paling baik. Okay, so the end of the presentation is summaries. Cloning is a technology of asexual reproduction of living things. In this case, human reproduction by cloning utilises the potential of human body cells, which after removing the cell nucleus turns out to be as potent as sperm, capable of fertilizing a woman's egg that has been sterilized. The success of cloning animals, plants, and humans is basically in accordance with the Sunnatullah. However, it does not become a justification for Islamic law against human cloning. So, thank you very much. This is our presentation. Hope you like it, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.